For cheap and reliable FUT23 coins, head over to u7buy.com. They deliver fast and reliable FUT23 coins, and make sure to use code MUZZ for 5% off at checkout. Links in the description. Yes guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are back with some more sniping filters. I do want to know what time you guys prefer these videos. Do you prefer them in the morning or the afternoon? I'm trying to get the right time. Last year I mainly just did the morning, usually did it around 9 AM UK time, but let me know your preference in the comments, and yeah, that'll be appreciated. Okay, let's jump into the first filter. So this is going to be a special card filter. So we're going to go to Premier League, we're going to go to Striker, and we're going to go to Special and English. So we've got a couple of players to pop up here mainly. Reece James is definitely the jackpot, but we're going to be sniping between mainly Tony and this FUT Heroes Peter Crouch. Now Peter Crouch goes up and down like crazy in price. Sometimes he's 50k, sometimes he's 30. Right now it's very good because he's around 30k, which is the same price as Tony. Tony might be, 25, we'll take a 25. I was going to say Tony's around that 28 to 29 mark, so we'll get that listed for about 20, we'll go 28,250, nice and easy. And as you can see, you can make profit very, very easily, even if it is mainly Tony. But I think Crouch will pop up quite a bit as well, because obviously the heroes are in packs, so Crouch should get listed as well. So very solid filter, and a very rare filter for a higher budget one, because the market, as you know, is tragic. Okay, and in yesterday's video, if you did watch it, you will know that a lot of non-rares, like some of the most random non-rares, have gone up in price, which is really nice. So for you guys on a lower budget, this is going to be quite a solid filter. You can get these non-rares for like 400-500 coins and flip them for like double the amount. So we're going to go to Premier League, we're going to go to right mid, and we're going to go to Scotland. So I'll show you the players that can pop up. We've got a couple non-rares. We do actually have a silver in here as well, which I believe the silver, there's two silvers. So the silvers are actually worth a little bit more. So we've got Richie, and there's also that guy that had a silver size. I can't think of his name. Christie, that's the one. So Christie's actually the jackpot, I believe. Or maybe he's come down. So Christie and Richie are about 1.5. It looks like Armstrong and the other non-rare is around this 1.2 mark. You can easily sell him for about 1.2. And as you know, with non-rares, they can get listed for 400-500 coins, like I said. Not loads of competition on this as well. I think mainly you guys watching this video will be sniping between yourselves, really. And yeah, it should get listed a lot, and it's a solid filter for building a quick 5 or 10k. 850 for Armstrong, 950 for Mr. Fraser. There we do have it. So we'll get that listed for 1.2, and the profit will add up the more cards you get. Okay, next up we're going to jump into a FUT Heroes filter next. We're going to jump over to FUT Heroes, and this time we're going to go to the United States. So this is quite rare that this is even close to working. Usually these are like a massive difference. I think there is about a 5 or a 10k difference. However, that's not massive. It's not massive with a higher budget filter. So if we go to around this, I think they're around 50 to 65k. They fluctuate quite a bit. But we're going to be sniping between Clint Dempsey, who's around that 55, and Donovan's, who's around about 60 to 65 as well. So it will mainly be Dempsey, don't get me wrong, but on the odd occasion you might get lucky and get Dempsey. The tax up here is going to be probably slightly over 2.5k. If you're going to sell it about 50, you could probably sell for 55, maybe slightly under 55. So about just over 2.5k tax up here. So you're going to have to be a little bit more patient, but you've got a good chance of getting some good profit. Right, next up we're going to go back into another effective lower tier filter. Now we're going to head over to La Liga this time. Atletico Madrid, Argentinian, and gold rare. So this is very solid, and it's usually a filter that works quite a lot of the time. So if you want to try, maybe write it down and remember it, because it's just a solid filter a lot of the time. So we've got Correa in this filter, who is slightly cheaper because he's an 83, and we've also got DePaul, but there's only like, I think there's probably like 1,000 coins difference, if that. But if the good thing about that is if you hit DePaul, you're going to get an extra like 1k profit. So find the cheapest. I think Correa, you could sell him at about 1.7 quite easily. Yeah, you could sell him at 1.7, and there you go. One gets listed for 1.1. I wasn't even ready for it, but that'd have been some solid profit. So yeah, tax is really low. Snipe for about 1.5, flip at about 1.7 plus. And another 1.1, and the second one that gets listed, we do end up winning. Love to see it. So we'll get that listed for 1.8, and easy as that. Okay, next up, this is one of my favourite filters on the game right now. It's just an incredible, I think it's an 88 rated filter, I'm pretty sure. It worked very well last FIFA, and it worked very good this FIFA. So if you're on a bigger budget, as you know, if you've watched my videos, it's very hard to find higher slash mid budget filters, just because of how dead the market is. Everything's discard price pretty much. But we're going to go to Premier League, Brazilian, goalkeeper, and gold rare. You do need a min buy now of 10,250. Get rid of Neto, the Bournemouth keeper, and then from here just find the cheapest price. Now, I think 88s have started coming back down in price, boys. I'm not gonna lie, it's getting a good time to invest in fodder once again. So if you want like a basic tutorial, a basic investment video on what to invest in, then do let me know in the comments, boys. But buying a lot of fodder right now, you can't really go wrong because it's quite cheap. It really is. So the 88s are about 30. You could probably sell for about 33 or so quite easily. It's going to be slightly over 1.5k tax, maybe like 1.7k tax or so, not to be exact. And yeah, it'll just get listed a lot. They get packed fairly often, so solid filter. Right, next up, we're going to come back down to the shallow end. We are going to come to a lower budget one. This is a very simple filter, and it's a very cheap one. So maybe for you guys on a really low budget, maybe you're scraping the barrel for coins, this is going to be good for you because you can use it as a bidding filter or a sniping filter. So we're going to go to Premier League. We're going to go to silver, and that's all we're going to do because Premier League silvers, sometimes they are around 500 to 600 coins. As of right now, they're like minimum 800 coins, which is absolutely sick. Like, it's only like 50 coins tax, if that, so you don't have to snipe for too much less. But there's just so many silvers. Think of the amount of silvers in the Premier League that you can snipe between. I wonder if going silver rare might be just as good. So you could try silver rare as well. I know they're only 50 coins more, but some of the silver rares you can get can be worth like 2 or 3k. So you could just type silver rare in and just snipe silver rares for like 750, flip for like 850 plus. 650, there you go. So obviously go check how much he's worth. He might not be worth loads, but you could get lucky. Maybe I've got slightly lucky there, and just like that, we've like doubled our coins on him. Maybe he's going for 1.1. We'll get him listed for 1.1, so nearly double our coins on the first silver we've got. So yeah, you can play about with it. I've got Premier League silver, or go Premier League silver rare. Just make the most of it while silvers are more expensive. Before we do jump on into the final filter of today's video, we do a little quiz at the end of every video just to see who's made it to the end. Yesterday I did show you this Southampton team. I can't remember what year it was. It's probably like 2013. I had it written down somewhere, I can't remember. But I asked for the left centre mid that I've put an arrow to and the striker. I will check after this video if anyone did get the answer right. The answers were Graziano Pelle, or Pele, however you want to pronounce it, and also Classy as well. What a little Southampton team that is, though. I thought it was a bit of a throwback, so thought I'd bring back that team. So the answers was Classy and Pele. So fair play if you got that. Okay, today's quiz, we're going to maybe make it slightly easier. We're going to go to Chelsea. The last time Chelsea won the Premier League, basically, back in 2017 under Conte. So obviously, this when the back five first probably got populated, really. Who played next to Kante in centre mid, and who played up front in that Chelsea team? Have a guess, boys. Let's jump into the final filter of today's video. We're going to head over to Liga and PSG Gold Rare Goalkeeper. One of my favourite filters on the game. They're around this 22k mark. Again, 88s have come down a lot. Like, a lot of fodder has come down quite a bit. So the tax is going to be a little bit lower, about 1.2k or so. Sell at about 20... probably just under 23 or so, so you want to snipe for about 21 or so, maybe slightly over 21 if you wanted, and it just gets listed absolutely rapid. This is absolutely sick. Yeah, if you've got a couple 100k, I highly recommend putting a lot of time into it, boys. So yeah, hopefully you guys have made some good coins. It is Tuesday today, so maybe we'll get UEFA marquee matchups, because obviously the Champions League is on tonight. And yeah, I will be back tomorrow. Again, let me know if you guys prefer morning uploads or afternoon. I've been thinking about maybe going back to mornings, because some of my views have been a bit shitter in the afternoon, so I don't know, but let me know in the comments, boys. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Goodbye.